Well, guys, we dipped into our buy box for almost all the cryptos, and then we have rocketed right back out of it. Looks like it jumped off a trampoline, and this is the kind of action you want to see to start off a rally. The question is this the real genuine thing? Are we in the bigger third wave, or is this just a fake out B wave? I still have reason to believe both are on the table, and I'm going to start with Bitcoin. I've been putting updates out on the community posts, just letting guys know I have a lot of these charts that you're seeing on the screen right now available in the community posts, so check those out. I've done some for almost all the cryptos I analyze, and it allows me to get these things out quicker than recording a video. So just for future reference, this is the Bitcoin chart, 5 minutes, and you can see how we went all the way into our buy box. We have a perfect three-wave pattern down. So this looks like a legit 1-2. As a matter of fact, if I put this here, it looks like we got our 1 and our 2, and we're off to the races in a wave 3. So it looks like we're about to get where we're supposed to get. The reason I was so doubtful at first and hesitant is that in the S&P 500, we also have a corrective bounce, but in the equities, it actually looks like a B wave. It doesn't look like an impulsive rally, and it looks like we have one more leg down lower. And the reason I stress looking at the S&P 500 and the equity so much is that in recent months, both have tracked very closely together. They've had the same exact inflection points. And when I zoom out a little bit in this thing, you can see that we had 5 waves up from the exact point of the low during the crypto pullback, and we've topped it about the same time. So this is why I'm still a little skeptical that we're done with the pullback. Regardless, I have started buying. I bought tranches. I didn't quite buy in the box, but once we start getting out of the resistance box, I started buying a little bit. I'm going to continue to do so throughout tonight, and very likely into tomorrow. We may get a pullback. If we pull back and get that lower low, that's a discount buying opportunity. I might buy the second tranche there for some of these coins, but I definitely start buying my first tranches. And as I mentioned, it's never too late to buy because there's a lot of meat on the bone. There's a lot of upside. So that is Bitcoin. I'm going to shift real quick to Ethereum. Ethereum, same kind of thing. This pattern actually looks a bit cleaner in Ethereum, where you have your 3, 4, 5, got an A, 3-wave, A wave down, presumably a B wave bounce, and a C wave down. This is very convincingly the entire second wave. Put this right here. So we are through our, well, we're not through our pivot resistance area yet. If we break 3,000 and if we hold 29.16 on any further pullbacks, that probably means we're off to the races. I'm going to have my 100% allocation on whatever pullback once we get through the 0.764. Otherwise, we may pull back. This could actually be a subwave 1 because it has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's convincing. And when we look at the MACD, you get a divergence here. MACD is higher here and lower here. So this could be 5 up, and we may be getting a 3-wave pullback down. If we get that, I'll very likely deploy my buy my second tranche there. For Ethereum, I'm going to jump into Bitcoin Cash. Also very powerful rally. Same thing. This is also available in the community post. These altcoins. Some of these are giving me reason to be a bit skeptical because you can see how we touched the top of 38.2% retrace for our second wave, and that is a textbook standard retrace level. That's what the top of the box is. But well, the structure, it does look convincing like 5 waves. Now, it didn't look like that earlier today. The only issue is that this last pullback in Bitcoin Cash, it looks like a 3-wave correction. So I don't know. I would expect to see an impulse for the C wave. I'm going to move over to Ethereum Classic. Same here. It doesn't look like a complete 5-wave pullback. Actually, it is. I didn't see the green spike earlier. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went deep enough. This is convincingly as deep as we would go in the second wave. And our rally, again, looks like we're seeing the same divergence here. Litecoin, same kind of thing. We didn't rally as high in Litecoin, but looks like we have a truncated C wave here. I'm going to shift over to, let me see here, EOS real quick. I know I've got a lot of questions about EOS. And EOS, let's see, we got an A, B, C. The C could be 5 waves down. It's hard to say. Maybe this is a 4th wave bounce and a 5-wave down, or this is the bottom and we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in place. So we're going to see how this one behaves. We've definitely gone deep enough in EOS to call that a completed correction. Stellar Lumens, all the way to the bottom of the box. We have a almost textbook standard pullback. This could easily be a 5-wave impulse down for our C wave. So that is something that would be good to buy. And the good thing about some of these altcoins is that we haven't rallied too much since the bottom. It looks like Bitcoin and Ethereum are actually ahead in their rallies. You can actually see it from the percentages. Looks like these older coins have had more gain, although something like Solana is just on fire. Solana's pattern that's freaky. I mean, it's tricky for me to analyze. A couple other ones, Dash, big fan of Dash. This has had a very powerful rally, and it is, again, one of those older cryptos, has more history. So maybe that's a sign of something. Some of these newer altcoins, they might be lagging behind. Dash is definitely something that I actually haven't bought my tranches, so I got to get on that. Got to follow my own advice on that one. Polkadot hasn't rallied too far since we got in the box. And like I said, you're seeing the same 5 waves up. So this could be the end of it, the start of a first wave or not. The alternate pattern here is, especially in something like DOT, is that our 5-wave impulse hasn't finished yet. This is the interpretation I've got in the equities world right now. It could be that this dip was actually the 4th wave, and this top is the 3rd wave. Maybe the 3rd wave's back here, something like that. So if I get this out of the picture, it would look something like this, because it is an impulse up. And this would apply to pretty much all the cryptos, just because our first wave top was so low down. I don't think we have overlap anywhere. So you're still following all the rules of 5-wave impulse up, Elliott wave rules. So that could be something that's happening. Again, that is our interpretation in the S&P. If this thing keeps going up, we might not get anything else, any other pullback. I'd expect, if this is the case, that we would fall into this box again. And again, it looks more likely to me in altcoins. Here's Chainlink. Again, we haven't gone too far up. If that is a 5th wave, expect a 3-wave correction back down. Let me see here. What did I miss? I'm going to go to Polygon real quick. Polygon, same thing, 5 waves up, got in the box. And finally, Shiba Inu. Rally has not been as impressive, but you're going to see that it's the same shape all across the board. All the cryptos are behaving very similarly. So if you haven't bought yet, it's a good time to start considering actually make those transactions. Again, I'll be doing the same thing. I've already started buying several tranches for several different cryptos. Don't forget, the risk-reward score can help you determine which cryptos to buy to diversify. Don't fall in love with just one. Try a bunch of different ones. And we're going to see how this thing goes. If this follows equities, we may see a sharp pullback as soon as overnight or into tomorrow. And even if we don't get a deeper pullback in the box, this is Shiba. I'm going to shift back to Bitcoin picture real quick. We might see a shallower pullback. And if it's a 3-wave correction, I'm actually going to draw that here to demonstrate it. Where'd my view go? Here we go. So we would see something that looks kind of like this. If we see that and you start bouncing, buy your pants up, because it might not come back again. That would be basically a nested 1 and a 2 after the bigger 1 and 2. At the same time, I do remember in our big picture chart, we had a pattern that looked a lot like this, where it looked like that was the 5th wave top, and then we ended up crashing. So you never know, but that's the nature of the beast. If you're worried, if you're a little conservative, buy a little bit at a time, dollar cost average. You don't have to put all your money all at once. Doesn't hurt to wait, because again, there's a lot of upside, especially in the altcoins. Lots of upside left. So that's my video for today. I'm going to keep posting updates. Watch on the community posts. If you enjoy my video, please give me a like. Till next time, thank you for watching and happy trading.